Hey everybody, it's Jared Albrecht, the yard sale artist, here with another I Finished It video just for you, our Crusaders Club members. We thank each and every one of you. Yes, I just got done working out, and that means I was working out in my building, which means I was watching a movie on VHS while I worked out. And this time around, it's Lethal Weapon 2 on VHS. This is what I was watching as I worked out the last couple days. Each workout takes about 45 minutes. And so it takes about 2.5 workouts to get through a movie like this. This was a fun one to revisit while I was out there doing my exercises. First of all, it's Lethal Weapon 2 on VHS. And I got to show you guys this glorious part of this. All right, first of all, it has a please rewind sticker on it. And this one's hard to see because it's a shiny. Oh, I think you kind of see it there. It says movie gallery. This is a movie gallery sticker on the bottom and a please rewind. This is how VHS tapes are meant to look. It's funny. There's a lot of people out there paying big money for like these still sealed VHS tapes, from the days gone by. I like them with the rental stickers on them, man. They add a patina to them, a provenance, if you will, if I can use terms like they use on Antiques Roadshow. Anyway, I'm out there working out the Lethal Weapon 2, and I finished it today. And man, I got to tell you something. There's 4 movies in the Lethal Weapon franchise. This one came out in 1989. I remember going to see it at the theater when I was a kid, living in Germany. Saw it at the base theater. Was completely blown away with how exciting it was. It's a very exciting and action-packed movie, as you would expect from a Lethal Weapon film. And I'm going to tell you, Lethal Weapon 2, I think, is my favorite one of the 4. I think it's the strongest film of the 4, and I'll tell you why. 2 very specific scenes really seal the deal for me. Lethal Weapon 2. And yeah, I'm going to spoil this, 33-year-old movie. So if you haven't seen Lethal Weapon 2, you might want to do that. But let me tell you, the first scene that comes to mind is the bathroom bomb scene where Murtaugh is on the toilet, and if he gets up, the bomb will explode. And I love that scene for a lot of reasons, but to me, it kind of encapsulates everything great about the series because it's got a comedic element to it. It's very funny. It's got a thriller element to it. It's a edge of your seat, no pun intended. It's got an adrenaline rush, like, oh, what's going to happen? And then most of all, it's the scene to me that really gels the 2 characters, because there's a moment in the scene where the bomb squad's done all their prep, and they look to Riggs here, and they say, hey, okay, it's time. You need to get out. And he just flatly says, no, I'm not getting out. And that's the moment that you realize, because in the beginning of the film, you can tell Riggs is part of the family. He eats dinner at their house. He does his laundry at their house. He's part of their family. But that's the real first moment where you realize that he knows that if his best and only friend is gonna die, then he's gonna die with him. Or better yet, if he's gonna live, he's gonna live with him. So it really, to me, that's the moment that I think Lethal Weapon 1 does a great job of setting up the buddy cop. This is the definitive buddy cop franchise, if you ask me, but it sets up that buddy cop relationship. But this is the one that really cements it because, like I said, you get that it's a little emotional when you see how they've bonded, and that he's not going to let his buddy have that final moment or that moment of victory alone. He's going to be there with him. And then later on in the movie, I think that pays off more when it's revealed that Riggs discovers the man who killed his wife and his current girlfriend, and he kind of loses it. And he calls Murtaugh and he says, hey, I'm not a cop tonight. I got to take these guys down. And Murtaugh doesn't even really try to talk him out of it. He just takes off his badge, puts it in the drawer, gets up and leaves to go help his friend. And again, that's the powerful relationship build that happens in Lethal Weapon 2 that I don't see as much in the other films. It's always there, but this is where it really hit home for me. So those 2 scenes in particular. This is also the film that introduced Joe Pesci to the series, as Leo gets, and he actually gets a good moment too when the bad guys are just beating him brutally, and he will not say a word. He will not give any information. He kind of makes his bones at that moment. That's he's really an annoyance in the film to the characters up until that point. And then that's when he kind of wins them over. He officially kind of wins them over. So I think, for a bang, bang, ha ha, lots of action, lots of good comedy series, this one I think has the most heart out of all of them. And it's great. It's really great. So Lethal Weapon 2 was a really fun watch during my little workouts this week. So it was nice to see it. One thing I did notice that kind of made me laugh, it going up to the bathroom scene, when Riggs first gets to the house, gets to Murtaugh's house, and something's up. Murtaugh's kind of calling to him from upstairs. So he's got his gun out and he kicks the door and boom, just aims with the gun, make sure the house is clear. And I'm like, you practically live there. You can't tell me he doesn't have a key to that house. I think he kicked that door in just for fun. I think he kicked Murtaugh's door in just for fun. You got to have a key to that house. Anyways, that was just something I just noticed. So anyway, Lethal Weapon 2 on VHS. To me, this is kind of one of those movies that's meant, that's the way it's meant to be seen. You got to watch it in low definition on a square 27-inch tube TV screen like I did, but that's half the fun. So it was really cool to revisit this. It's just one of those movies that feels right. Listen to that. Hear that VHS? It feels right on VHS. So that's it. Lethal Weapon 2 on this one. Again, I appreciate you guys being Crusaders Club members. We'll have to see what I come up with next. I've already started the next movie. I started because this one ran out mid-workout today, and I started a new one. So what's it going to be? Find out in a few days. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'm an Act Froze.